Welcome back to my channel. My name is NotRaisin. We are playing even more PLO 10 on runadvance.eu. And let's indeed. We started the day strong, turning a almost 6 buy-in profit in the first 4 hours today. Certainly not bad at all. And let's see how the tables are gonna treat us tonight. And I did the math and I updated the stream title to show the profit or loss right now. Luckily profit. Once more, and if I didn't make a mistake with my math there, which is possible, we should be up a decent 79 profit once more after a nasty 30 buy-in downswing earlier. Last week, basically, mostly. And I just heard that Kippery is mixing it up at the PLO tables once more again. So, you know, very likely that we're gonna meet him. But it's always better for me not to know where Kipri is sitting, less pressure, for sure. Ooh, hang on. This is not the song for this channel. This feels much more appropriate. So let me see if everything is working here. Seems good so far. We get raised here on table 4, how rude. How dare you, sir. I think calling this is fine with the ace-9-4-4. Except for the backdoor flushes, we don't really have anything here. Turning a pure gut shot. Nothing else. Okay. Well, fair enough. We shall take it. That was strange. For a moment there, I thought I flopped a straight flush. We had one earlier the last close of the last session. Of course, we just have the open-ended straight flush and a flush to boot. So let's call this. Board doesn't pair, that's it's either a good or a bad thing. Because if it paired and he bets, you know, we can fold. If he now bets, everything sucks. I'll just call down. We do have a flush, right? Yeah, this time it was the blocker play. Could have easily been wrong there. Important takeaway is though, we were not. Gonna let this one go. Just gonna take a notice on this guy. Not Did he went for the blocker play there? Certainly not worthy, if you ask me. And stuff's happening, so here we're gonna call once. Here I think betting is okay. Make the second nuts here on table 4. Also feels quite alright. Here we make a flush as well. Take it down there. I think here I'll just give up. He does bet pot on table 2, by the way, once I check to him. And things are off to a decent start. Chipping up a little. Looks good. And I think we're still due a nice splash. We did have the 400 BB splash right at the start of yesterday's first session. And I think we're due another one still. Judging by what we've seen in the first 3 or 4 weeks, you should see one like every 1.5, 2 days, something like that. So it roughly translates into once every 15 hours, something like that. I'm pulling that out of my behind, that number, by the way, more or less, so do not take that as gospel. That reminds me. Hang on. Alright. Gotta be folding this. Ace King Jack part is nice. The suit, less so. You're playing in a high rake environment, and all in all, you know, no matter what side, as long as you're playing the micros, you are playing a high rake environment, so playing a little bit more snug, a little bit more tight, certainly is a good idea. Would have, of course, had a nice day for it here with this hand, but that doesn't matter at all. I still like to fold. Bold and handsome. Welcome back to the channel. Bold and handsome, of course, a fellow Run One streamer stemming from Russia, playing PLO, the great game as well, doing a bankroll challenge, and he is going places, man. He is crushing the games. But you are, of course, right, Bold and handsome. Like, what is up with the camera stretch, and what is up with it? I mean, Eco in the channel as well. So you will watch both of us, huh? I guess. I gonna admit I don't know what the move is here. It seems a little bit thin to come over the top, but then again it's a button raise. Calling is usually not the greatest option there in the small blind, almost never actually, so we'll check it out in a moment. And of course we're gonna come over the top here. Gonna be a little bit smaller. So he was full of crap. Let's check that one out. It was the Ace-Jack 6-3, I believe. This is the spot where I have the most problems with still the small blind. Because it was easy to play as a short stacker. You just fold. Like 90% of your range or something. Jack 6-3, huh? Yeah, folding is fine. Just folding it next time, then the side cards need to work together a little bit better, like the Ace-Jack 6-5 is fine. Of course, as a raise. Yeah. Not, of course, vintage cheese, not vintage chess. Check sheet, that's not what it says either, I just mistyped there. So, Ace Queen 10-5 here. Sure. I think with the suits the way they're being the way they are, I'll put it into my calling range there. Let's check that one out too, why don't we? And that's perfectly fine. This time it's exactly as I said. The suits being different, it can be a raise. It is a raise for sure, and the raise colored that. I'll let it go. Didn't block any spades there. Yeah, that song is fine. Should be a check it, I think, this time. I usually see bet here. This coffee started working. For me, it's tea. With all the tens in my hand. I think I'm gonna bet this one a little bit bigger, actually. Nah, 2/3 is fine, thinking more about it. Let's see if this should be an open in the first place. I think it is. But it never hurts to check. So we're in the MP and we have tens. Double suited tens. I'm certain it is. Woohoo! Here you go with being certain again. Queen 6 is fine, Queen 4 shouldn't be. I mean, yeah, I can see it, the 6 and the 10 can still make straights. It's different when you have the Jack, because the Queen Jack 10 combo is so powerful that you can still raise all the Jacks there. It's the loose passive. Okay. Certainly an interesting spot. Do we have that gutter? We have 2 pair. It might be the case that he doesn't like that at all. The 5 there, I mean. I think we're gonna bet it too and pot the river. No, don't need to. Here we flop very nicely. All in all, with the jack as a blocker. Okay. Top and bottom here, huh? Might be one expensive hand. Giving us yet another pair here. That's one friendly fella. So what you doing, Felix? That's of course not the greatest river. I mean, he doesn't have king queen, we know that. If he bets, he's saying he has the nuts, right? He has ace jack. So I'm kind of discounting a flush draw at this point. Flush. Really? I feel I'm getting rope-a-doped. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought he had. I just couldn't fold for 45 cents. I couldn't do it. Tea is the nuts, yeah. Coffee makes me too jittery after a while. And also you can't drink, 5 cups of coffee a day and still get a normal night's sleep. And with tea it's fine. That was just such a funny hand. I should have raised. I should have... I'd have folded or raised there. It would have been too funny. I have a feeling this might be a certain Finnish player here. This feels like Kippery. I think I want to go for it here. It's fine. It's, of course, not a great hand, but it's a great pot. And that I am all for. 10, 12 cups, I hear ya, man. I have... I have one giant cup and I have like 5, 6 of those a day. Okay, we flop very interesting here. This gives us an additional straight draw, so we have all the straight draws right now. The only thing we don't have is, flush draw. Never folding here. I think there's a chance we can get him out of here. If not, he's not hugely deep anymore. No snap call. Nice. Phew. I was a little bit concerned there. Seeing that we blocked no, what was it, clubs? Yeah, man, the tea drinking, I have always been a coffee drinker the past years and years. But now with the streaming, I mean, you have to moisten, you have to wet the whistle. So much with all the talking. Especially me with, all the talking. Because I never shut up. So that was certainly a nice hand there. A nice pot there as well. It's a 100 BB pot. I think the table 3 hand was pretty standard, calling on the flop once the board paired. I didn't see any value trying to draw to the flush anymore. Also didn't get a great price. Talking about great stuff. The ace queen jack 10. Perfectly double suited. Perfectly coordinated. Just perfect. And you know, aces are pretty nice as well. So table 1 and table 2 have decent hands, taking them to battle. I sure did. Now it's kind of stretchy, as Bald and Handsome pointed out. And yeah, now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Very likely not the way the hand has been played. That's true. But on the other hand, I did assume it was Kippery, and no, never mind, he doesn't. In my mind, I was like, you know, if he knows it's me, then he might fold. He might call even more. But the important thing is he couldn't know it was me. So yeah, I don't see him folding after I checked twice there. You are of course completely right. So he checks here, and I could go for it pot size. I think that's what I'll do with 2 flushes here on board. Why couldn't be the spade? I've been quite as worried about the spade there. Don't have it, my friend. Yeah. Good for you. Ah, well. I know it's small stakes, but I take him seriously, man. I am genuinely happy when I win, and I'm delighted when the bluff works. I'm not too miffed, not too mad when I lose, most of the time. I take it seriously. It is what I need to do in order to get my game up to a level where I want to mix it up in higher stakes after all. Which is of course immensely helped, not least by you, Bald and Handsome, being in the chat and giving me tips and insights. Always appreciated, man. So he's actually gonna get a shirt there. He raised with 2 pair and a flush draw. That part I understand, but calling the pot size. Just 2 pair and the mid flush draw. He could have easily been drawing almost dead there. He was optimistic, I think, a little bit. And in hindsight, I don't mind the pot size bet at all. That was exactly the type of hand I was trying to get out. Yo, 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 the epic tilter back in the channel. This is amazing. This is awesome. Things are, of course, going great. We are up 6 buy-ins for the day, I believe. And in total, the downswing has, for now, taken a break. And we're again, after having been down like 30 buy-ins or something, we're now again at 79 buy-ins. in profit. So thanks for asking. I'm great, man. Everything is going awesome. Everything is awesome. And the grind, you know, I'm hanging in there. I had like a 3-day long downswing where at least like 2/3 of it, like 2/3 of the time or more in the sessions, pretty much all of the sessions I feel, at least in the all-in spots, I didn't do too many stupid things, pretty much very few only. And the dealer the dealer had it out for me, didn't like me at all. So, what's the sixes as blockers? That's a good question here, the bet sizing. I think I'm gonna go for pot again and get it in if we can / have to. I don't see too many deuce threes being out there. If they are, we have some outs. So yeah, thanks for asking, Epic. Everything is going quite alright. How are things on your end? Everything good, I hope? This is of course pretty nice. Let's hope someone else has a 5. Oh, you're talking about the cup. Yes! You know, I don't have to go downstairs and refill it that often. I kinda dig it. And of course I'm compensating. Next up I'm gonna buy a convertible car. Is that what they call it? Yeah. You know, one without a roof. Like a red sports car. Just to compensate. Actually, I like tiny things. They make my hand look huge. Wait. There's a joke in there. Okay, now I did to make myself laugh. Fair enough. Oh, what do you know? Adam, in the house. Welcome, Adam. Always a pleasure to see you. Let's hope he has a flush here. Looks like he does. So he had a 3, maybe? Queen, queen. Oh, he hit queens. He had a 3 and hit queens in the end. Wow. I'm amazed he didn't come over the top there. Yeah, I know the camera looks kind of strange right now. It stopped working earlier, and this was the best way I could. So I had to reintegrate. I had to do stuff in the streaming software, basically, not important to most of you, I assume. And that was the best I could do it. Yeah, like a couple of days ago, 3 people subscribed, which was all kinds of surprising. And of course now some of the gifted subs that you very kindly gifted from the Nantes raid are expiring, which is, you know, just fair. But I like the way things are going. Yeah, sounds pretty good, Bald and Handsome. My checking it there. Hang on, why is the music stopping? Yeah, that's where I'm torn. Of course, you're right. If straight gets there, might be able to get value from it. My thinking so far has been that if it doesn't get there, they can still call in the tournament. There's still hopes for the straight to get there. So, not saying this is the best thinking. It's just what I came up with. Oof, no, next song. Is this a remix of the same song? That's better. Hey, awesome, awesome, Epic. You know, being really busy with work is never a bad thing, or not always a bad thing. And the poker thing is quite alright, mate. It's never fun being down 20 binds, and so much sweeter once you see, once you break even and are actually in profit again. Very well done. Never easy on the mental side of things. And yeah, job well done, man. Glad to hear it. Right, so in the next break I'll see if I can fix the camera there. Maybe I can do it on the side, but I'm not sure. Okay, this dude keeps checking, so let's not. I'll just go for it here. Not a big deal either way. And it's not like I've overdone the river bluffing so far today, especially in the earlier session. Pretty tight in that regard. I'm gonna come over the top here. Yeah, right on. The only way is up. Fingers crossed that the dealers will be cooperating. It's probably not a bad board to c-bet on, even without having really hit it. Yeah, but just thought about it some more, about Handsome. Oh, I keep thinking about what you said. I'll take it on board. I'll try it this way the next times. And check there on the turn. Nice, take it down here. Very nice. It's tough for, you know, pure overcard hands to continue there. King, Queen, Jack type of hands. And even a top pair is not always happy, depending on the side cards. So definitely a good start to the session all around. Should be up 2 buy-ins. The last half hour, that is certainly alright. You know, that's an excellent point, Waldnetson. Thanks for saying that, for adding that. I bet pot, you know, which looks, of course, insanely strong. Chicken. Yeah, that's a good reasoning. That's makes a lot of sense to me, Loud and Handsome. That's true, I hadn't taken that part into consideration at all, to be honest. That I already was looking very strong. And on this board, I mean, I'm never bluffing there. I'll let you know how it ends on table 2. He bets small. I'm definitely gonna call this here. No flush got there. If he has the king queen, he has it. And we split it. I'm just gonna check behind once more, I think. Neato. Offsuit, I'm gonna fold these. I'm not a fan of offsuit hands. I know some of them are playable. I'm not saying this one is. I'm no fan. 54 entries, PLO 10, 23 PLO 50. Good for run and ones. I was gonna say if he checks again, I'm definitely gonna go for it, because he see me check down a fairly good hand there, just a hand before that. That obviously didn't hit the board, but definitely could have put a bet in there on the turn. And we need a new table too. The sleepy dude, really? I mean, blind versus blind, sure, I guess. Yeah, works for me. Ooh, almost clicked the fold button there by mistake. Whew. I mean, I still might, but so far. Not inclined to. Get a nice hand on table 1, ace king, queen 10. With the 8 high flush, I really don't see much calling us that we beat. Maybe a straight here, but kinda doubt it. This way maybe he spazzes out. I'm not folding now. If he has a better flush, then, you know, so be it. In fact, I had it happen before. People checking the nut flush there in position just to rip it on the river and getting my getting the value bet through though as well. Two ways against the button, or heads up against the button. I'm definitely c-betting this. Sounds good to me. How does it sound to you, Felix? Cool. It's a nice day for it. Flopping top pair, not flush draw. No straights anywhere right now, at least, you know, only the lowest one. Interesting spot here. I think I'll start out by checking without a spade, actually. The deuce pairs, which is probably not a disaster by any means. Calling here sounds good to me. I think I'll check this one and not really gonna show what I. Yeah, because I figured you know he's not folding jacks. He definitely wouldn't have folded. I was thinking jacks. He had kings. Definitely wouldn't have folded those. I think that went all right, all in all. Do I play offline? I might be in Barcelona this summer, but I'll be honest, I don't have the bankroll to play offline unless we do like a very low, very micro stakes home game. And I'm not sure that I'm gonna be in Barcelona this summer. Like a friend is getting married, but I'm not quite sure if I will be able to make it. Yeah, I'm not rolled for casino games, proper casino stakes, unfortunately. And I would love that too, man. I would definitely come out at least with more knowledge than before. Likely not more money than before. But I would definitely learn something. Yeah, maybe at some point in the future, you know, you never know where this thing goes. I mean, here I'm just gonna fold. Let's move here. I'm still gonna check again on table 2. I'll take this one down. I take it down on table 2 with a pair of 7s. What did he raise then? Like an ace queen something? No. 10, 9, 6, 7. Single suited to the 10. Wait, that's my hand. He had 5s and 4s. Okay. Gonna fold there. And I did hear it too, somewhere. You know, I might have heard it from you, I don't know. That Vienna... No, I think I read it on... Yeah, read it. That Vienna apparently has good PLO games. I mean, the rake is horrible, as it is everywhere in Europe. Against the green shirt, let's do it. Sorry about that. Of course not a horrible board, giving us the top pair, the open-ender. One heart. This is a slight blocker. You know, the 3, if we're beat, we're still beat. If we're ahead, we're very likely still ahead. Nah, just check it. I thought maybe a blocker bet here, but the 8-9 is gonna call if I block bet like half pot. And betting larger is lighting money on fire in case he has it. Get aces though. He reverse jacks there. Esther Mayer D-Link, which I'm probably butchering horribly. Welcome to the channel. So, we blocked the nut flush. We have a gutter. And of course we blocked the straights. It aces here, which we are gonna... Neat. Almost the nuts, you know, there's one straight out there. What? Thanks so much for the cheer. Epic. We're gonna go for the pot, of course. But you know what happens. Could have bet a little bit smaller here actually with the 6 in my hand as well. I took it down, he didn't call on table 1. Oh, thanks Epic. And I should have the text-to-speech thing enabled now, so should be able to, you know, should you ever want to put messages in there that get read out by a robo voice. For, you know, cheers and all that, donations and all that stuff. Subscription, I meant. Take it down there as well, and thinks we are chipping up on all the tables. Gonna let this one go. It's multi-way, triple suited. Nah. Would have been an interesting board. 4% cap 15. I mean, the cap 15 is pretty nasty by American standards, but it's not as bad as other rigs I've heard. But man, you need a good bankroll for 5-5 PLO. At least I would, being, you know, a bankroll nit. See what happens here. I mean, on table 3 I'm just gonna fold if he bets. Interesting. Let's not flush draw. There's some overpairs we can beat. We block aces, we block kings. Of course we have that flush draw. No, I'm never calling. Raising might be an interesting option every once in a while. Might actually. I like it. Hey, and he didn't, so I like it even more. Cool. It was pretty neat. And we're up almost 3 buy-ins for the session. Also very neat. Getting past the 80 buy-in mark again in total. Didn't quite make the 100 yet. I think the highest we had was 95? Something like that. There wasn't a thing on screen when you... I've just been told. Epic Tilt, when you cheered. I'm sorry about that. There should be, yeah. What the deuce? A boss! Welcome back, a boss. It is a pleasure. I'm just gonna fold this here in table 3. Right? I know the webcam is squished. I noticed it with the stream as well, but so far nobody's mentioned it, so I kind of put it in the back of my mind. I'll look into it. I'll take a break a little bit later. And yeah, when I moved to Windows 10, I had to set everything up again, and I mean, the webcam is squished. Is it bad with the tables as well? I'd be curious about that. I know the webcam, that's a recent thing, because it crashed on me earlier today, and that was the best way I could fix it while the last stream was running. Yeah, I moved to Windows 10 a couple of days ago to solve some problems, which I did successfully solve with the streaming. And ever since then, the tables, I noticed that they're slightly squishy too. Like, let me know if it's annoying. I know the webcam is weird right now, and it hasn't been like that in the past couple of days. Just for, for this stream now. And, do let me know, because I thought I noticed it as well when I checked like an archive stream of today. Take it down up here. Sorry, I should have zoomed in. Actually, hang on, I need to open the stream now in the browser. And also I need to figure out why there wasn't any message when you cheered. Epic Tilt, that's horrible. That's, not horrible, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. Right, so the tables are slightly squished, aren't they? She could have called this here. And, also, I think the quality went down a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look as clear anymore, does it? Maybe I can take like a 10-15 minute break and try to figure it out in a few minutes. You let me know if, you would mind, basically. Then I'll do some short test streams, title them test streams, just to see if everything is working better now. Yeah, no, that's bugging me. Yeah, okay, so with the quality, I think I know what it is. I've been using the hardware encoder now from the graphics card, and I think I read that it's nowhere near as good as the software, even though software is, you know, more resource intense, but that shouldn't be a problem on my PC. The min bet here, what the deuce? Okay, let's call that. Okay. Also, Frenchie, welcome back. Hang on, were you here earlier? No. Oh yeah, you were. I'm a little bit confused, Frenchie, right now. Sorry. Yeah, this shall not stand. This shall not stand. We're gonna take care of that. I'm gonna take care of that presently, I think. The resolution OBS, it might be a... Yeah, maybe it's doing a downscaled thing there. At least no lagging issues. No, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. You know what? I'll do that. Yeah. As I said, now it's bugging me as well. And it has been bugging me before, but I kinda, you know, I forgot about it. I was just happy everything worked after the move on to Windows 10. So let's do that. Would not be a streaming experience that I would enjoy, quite frankly. Having just checked up on the video quality again, didn't perceive it as that being that bad last time I checked. Okay, that's an kind of an interesting question here. This might be the right sort of hand to crack some big hand there. Not gonna go nuts here on this flop. Okay, this was adventurous to begin with. I'm not gonna compound the optimism. I don't want to say error, I mean it's... I'm gonna see... think we're good now. Yeah, Jesus. So we flop top and bottom here. No, top and middle. We're certainly gonna be going. We're certainly gonna be going for a check raise here. Still gonna bet it now, actually. Taking it down. I'm gonna check. I expect I'm good here a lot of the time still. The way this hand went down. Don't really see getting value from anything that I beat. Okay, let me see if I can... I can't change the settings while the stream is live. Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit, you know, distracted between the technical side of things and the technical side of playing poker. And a nice hit here in table 1 is King Queen Jack single suited. And the question is... I think I do prefer raising this. It was pretty crazy earlier, I think. Not coming over the top, which is pretty good news. Really? I guess with just the top pair, I'll have to let it go. Yeah. Yeah, it is the output scaled resolution in OBS. I probably had that set to the proper value in my old OBS installation. Thanks for pointing that out, Epic, I believe it was, yeah. So. I have to let this one go. Am I overlooking something? Nope. calling here sounds good to me. Coming over the top, maybe, but yeah, not sure. In any case, we flopped the middle pair, the backdoor nut flush, and of course a gutter to the nuts. For this bet size, we out, I would think. Okay, then I'll concentrate on poker once more and fix the technical issues a little bit later. Yeah, that's what I do. When I take a break later, I'll make like a 10-minute break, host somebody fun in the meantime, and fix the stuff real quick. It should be fixable like within a few minutes. Take my short smoking break and then I'll be back at some point later tonight. I mean, I'll do that and I'll be back like, it'll be like a 10-minute break. Sounds good to me. Okay, this one I'm very likely folding, unless, you know, everybody calls, then of course I'm gonna be in there. If it's heads up, I don't know, I feel it's a fold. The 7 in there doesn't really do much for us. Oh, that makes it easy. Let's check it out. Big blind versus under the gun. Cannot be not a fold, right? Yeah. So apparently we're playing heads up down here, which is not really the thing we want to do. The poker is going well again. Today we are up, let me check the latest tally. I think we're up 7 buy-ins for the day. And for the session, I think like 3? Something like that? No, I don't remember what we started the session with. I only remember what I started the day with. And in total, that one I can figure out though. In total, we're up 81 buy-ins. After a pretty nasty downswing for around 30 buy-ins, where at least when it came to the all-ins, I couldn't really do anything about it. Let's do it. It's very loose, but I'd rather not play the 3-handed. He's short. If he puts it in, I shall not be too unhappy. Wouldn't have done it had he been full stacked. Just calls, which is surprising with his deck. At least to me, I don't think I'd have many raise calls there, personally. And we get so far pretty lucky with the flop, as in, you know, no overcards to our pair here. Things are looking good and they stay good. You get 2 overcards and of course a gutter with the ace deuce. And we stack him for 60 BB. That was, you know, not my standard MO there to come over the top with that hand, I believe. Actually, let's check that out again. Why don't we? You know? No, I slowly get the feeling that it is a raise, just a standard raise. Let's see. Yeah. But a raise fold. Yeah, once again, I'm pretty happy with my play. All in all, there's plenty of spots where I do some things wrong, but all in all, I kind of like how things are going and how I'm doing, how I am going about them. Took a day off to study, which was horrible for my game, because I took some of the concepts too far, was way too aggressive in some spots, toned it down, and have found success since then again. I'm happy. Okay, I'm just gonna check this. I think we're four-handed in this hand. No, I'm check folding, although I did add a gutter. I have one club. This I'm leading because I suspect with this three-betting, with a normal three-betting range, this is not your favorite board. You don't really block anything, or yeah. I think that's a good way to go about it. Could have let a little bit smaller. Really, you're 6, huh? Just gonna continue with a pure bluff and then give it up. Now that I started these shenanigans. Okay, fair enough. I figured wrong. His three-betting range apparently hit this board. No biggie. A little bit on the optimistic side, but I don't really mind it. Hang on, there was something interesting going on table 3 there. Need to check that hand out. So if he bets here, I mean, gonna leave it be. Even though I had the ace of clubs here, kind of thought about it, but then again they just saw me bet fold there on the turn. Might not be the best point in time to go for a bluff there again. If like a club comes or something like that. Hartman! G Hartman back in the channel. Welcome back, mate. Free favorite Bond villain. It is going well, Mr. Bond. It is going well. That session is actually going well. Now I seem to remember what we started with. I think for the session we're up like 2.5 buy-ins. For the day we're up almost 7. And in total we're up over 81 again. Life is good. Yeah, just gonna leave it be. If I make my straight, I will probably not be very happy to put more money in here. If the pair of the 9 blocker. I think it's worth a bet here with the nut flush draw as backup. I do own a white, long-haired cat. Which isn't quite as long-haired yet as it should be, because I had to get it trimmed. Basically shaved, actually. I know there's a joke in there, but I'm not gonna touch it. Took it down there on the 2-flush board, which was alright as well. And you know, the traffic is going well on Run It Once. I do not understand why we are still confined to PLO 10. Why we are not playing for twice the money, with twice the fun and twice the excitement. And it certainly would be twice the excitement for me. I'm not trying to sound like a marketing guy. But you know, running a bluff for double the stakes? Certainly dig that. Complete rainbow hand, I'll let it go. Now even more so. Even though as far as rainbow hands go, this isn't a bad one. The ace queen, jack 10. And man, would we have flopped interesting here? Not that we would have called a 3-bet. Interesting stuff. Curious to see what they have. Aces and crab. Seven, 6, 4, 3. Double suited, famous last words, they were suited. Again, I don't see that I get called by much here. Just gonna, did I beat? I mean, I'm just gonna check it. Check it here as well without a pair. And he had an ace there, Owen on table 4. Let's check out what kind of ace. Ace queen 9-7. Okay. And check it once more. Ah, check it down. No point in trying anything now, having bluffed it in position twice. That's not going to be a convincing story. Check the top pair twice there, huh? Top pair, top kicker. Put him in a yellow shirt, as in, you know, tight. Here, with these side cards, I think I'm gonna let him go, those kings. It's the crazy dude, sure. If we flop well... Well, let's see what he bets, if he bets. 161, no? Make 2 pair, which is pretty useless at this point. We good? No, the knights. Okay, so he's getting a blue shirt for sure, coming over the top there with 9-9 deuce deuce. Right? We need more stakes, don't we? Yeah, now I want to play hands with him, man. top pair is good. You know, against the 3-bet, no. Against the 3-bet, it's you can't call there profitably, especially being out of position. Then it was the button that 3-bet. How? Wow. And if the cutoff opens, let's check it out. Actually, let's assume the button would have folded. We're in the small blind with that hand. Let's check it out in a moment. Unfortunately, he ended up folding there. Guess the 9s were not good this time, huh, my friend? So let's check it out. Let's assume we are in the small blind versus the cutoff. Single raised pot. We have the ace queen, jack 10. Let's see what the ace solver would say. The solver would say, fold all of that. There's no combination of an ace queen with any other two side cards that you would call there. Let's check it in the small blind versus the button. Jack 10 would be in that scenario, against the button specifically, Jack 10 would be a raise fold. As according to the solver, but then again you have to take into account rake and not wanting to play more marginal hands in a high rake environment. And we're digging Dominique here. Might have to keep an eye on him, like see what he shows down. You know, those bad calls don't always turn out to be bad calls. I know the feeling. You sit there like, oh, sorry, dude, sorry. You know, while you're counting his money. Like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. But I actually do know the feeling when you genuinely feel a little bit sorry, though you know you came out ahead. This shouldn't have been a call. This should have been a raise, I think. Raise or fold. Now we flop both flush draws, a pair, a gutter to the nuts, a bunch of blockers. We would rather not fold at this stage of the hand. He's very short, so he should be playing very tight. You know, most people, like, almost, pretty much no one does. Okay, he keeps betting. Good for him. You have kings on the Dominique table. Ah, no fair, he folds. Actually, that's not bad. He would have been in position there. A decentish hand down here. Ace, queen, jack 4, suited to the ace, certainly worth a raise. And I would assume a raise call. But depending who raises, if Harry raises, I'm out. Ace Queen Jack 8, certainly good for a squeeze here on the button. And we get a nice hand versus Dominique as well. Dominique comes over the top there. Here with just the queen, but it is the queen of hearts. Of course it's not the ace of hearts, but still. Okay, if he decides to be sticky, then fine. Take it down with the king queen, yeah. So here it gets a little bit tricky because we are still deep against all of these dudes. We do have the toppest of pairs on this board. As a squeezer, you know, I'm never not betting here. What am I even thinking? What am I even thinking for? Get a call, and this is awesome. I mean, he really shouldn't have the 5-3 here. He's never having aces. I'm gonna push this. Still a vulnerable hand. All in all. I'm confused. Can he fold? He's in the tank. I can't even figure out what the what the potouts are there. I mean, he obviously had crap, as in a flush draw, I would guess, or something like that. I'm gonna give him the few. And another Dominique table. He have aces. Let's see if he wants to come over the top again. Let's dance. Cause I feel like dancing, dancing. Ooh, he does want to dance, and substantially so. Then let's, my friend, let's. I shall not be mad if you win it. I mean, what's the move here, right? SPR of 0.5. We'll have to put it in. This is horrible. No, he gets there with it. Oh, we had him too. We had him. Ah. Oh well. So he gets upgraded to the pink shirt there. I mean, I understand we're not folding on the flop, but he came over the top with the Jack 10, 7, 5. Single suited to the Jack and clubs there. It was such a ridiculous part. I was gonna say, unless he river jacks, we're good here. I honestly thought that. Oh lordy lord, he did river jacks. I can't even be mad about any of that. Oh well, it is what it is. But we want a nice pot on the other table so that, you know, basically book even between those two hands. Not quite, but almost. Yeah, everything is still good. For the day we're up 8? Yeah, we're up 8 buy-ins for the day. Good stuff. Could have been up, you know, 4 buy-ins more there, right there. Ooh, we need to change the song. The poker's not getting to me, this song might. This is possibly an improvement. Yeah, that was definitely an oof moment. I mean, I still can't be bad about it for some reason. It's just ridiculous, the whole thing. The flop was ridiculous, but I could not go all in. Oh man. See if we can squeeze some money out of him. Maybe he wants to call the half pot. Yep. So I'm guessing an overpair then? Yep. Them aces. And you know, we definitely have a crosshair symbol now mentally on Dominique on table 1 here. He's sitting out! What are you sitting out for, Dominique? Unless it's to go to get another drink. Then please don't leave. Tight aggressive. You're one off the button, since this dude is sitting out. I think it's okay-ish. Not calling a 3-bet here. Not even against the screamy loose aggro route. Actually, we are very deep. Let's do it. We're very deep and in position. Those are my reasons for calling here. And of course the everlasting hope of flopping a set or something else that would be nice. No dice, though, no dice. Okay. Next on the to-do list for myself regarding the stream is to download all this music from the site and weed out the crap. Here we have an open-ender, backdoor, second nut flush draw. We've flopped some stuff all over the place. Here it's not bad at all. I'm still gonna check. And here I'm gonna come over the top of the cutoff. Call here. And this time we flopped the set. Try to go for the check raise actually. Here I'm gonna lead out now. And here I made a very loose call with a whole bunch of people that left to act behind me. And get there. Take it down on table 3 by the way. Here's obviously not the turn we're looking for, but with the queen in my hand. Took it down on table 1 as well. Take it on here. Taking it down and the purple shirt left, Dominique left. No! I mean, it's good for the game, you know. He gets there and takes some money away from the table and feels good about himself. And hopefully, very likely, he's gonna be back, so. It is to our detriment right now. In the long run, it'll do us good. Him taking away a profit. And maybe he sits back in. No, I looked this one up. I think it is a raise. Like I used to stumble over that 4 there. But just the Jack 10 combo is so powerful. The queen in there doesn't hurt either. I think it's a raise call actually. Check it out after the pre-flop is over. Interesting board. What do we have? Now we have one backdoor flush draw, no heart. Confused that he decides to check there. It's a 3-better, I wouldn't have a checking range there. I think that is also perfectly correct. Versus the gun. I'm not sure what to do when he bets here, to be quite frank. I don't see him checking kings, I don't see him checking aces. I think we're good, unless he has the better kicker. Yeah. Yeah, jacks there, really, with us having a jack? No, king 10 8 deuce. Single suited to the king. Okay. We like this dude. So first I'm gonna check out this hand. It was the queen jack 10 4 double suited. It's not. Was it the cutoff where it's alright? Yeah, the cutoff, not MP. So I did remember it correctly, I just didn't remember the correct position there. And now I'm gonna take a note on Owen here. Three bets, king 10 8 3 in position, I believe that's what it was, right? 8 deuce, same difference. Neato. Definitely good for the bankroll shenanigans like this. And all the tables are looking pretty good. Played against this dude on this table again. He was the dude who Right, we won with the middle flush, with the low flush against him earlier when he bet 3 streets with the ace-high blocker. Right. Those notes, man, they're starting to pay off. If nothing else, they keep your head in the game much better, much deeper. Let's watch here. Well, let's not. I'm getting aces. But I'll switch over as soon as something develops there. Closing the action. Yeah, that's a fine fold. We have the nut flush blocker. I'm gonna start by checking here. Do we know? It took the blue shirt took it down on table. What was it? 4 with his flop bet. So I guess let's go for it, right? Cool. So here we flop a gutter, we have the overpair. No hard blockers. I'm still gonna call it once. Actually raising there might be fun with the gutter. Might be. Because you know, you do have, it's not like we have a complete crap hand, we have backup in form of the gutter there. As played, I somehow want to lay it down. Can't really put it into words why. I mean... Nines and tens, huh? Makes sense. We have a decent hand down here, 8-7-5-4. Let's take it to battle. Oh, and raises, we're not folding. Yeah. It's not the perfect hand, but it's good enough. Especially against the random hands Owen is likely to show up with. It's flop well. I consider that flopping well. Not actually potted here. Yeah. Let's put it in. Fair enough. I wouldn't have minded all in there. Don't mind the fold. How do you like that, Owen, eh? Nah, actually we don't have any beef with Owen. We quite like having him on the table. But I thought that was a good spot to put it in. And Owen is feeling it. Actually, he's wearing the wrong shirt as well, I believe. Closing the action. Pfft, yeah, sure. So interesting stuff's happening. A call. Let's call it once for half pot. Oof. Okay, here we're gonna call for sure. I have 2 flush draws now. I'm not that worried about full houses. Just gonna check it behind. Here we're gonna put it all in. Oh, and took it down. He had some random hand again. I'll check it out in a moment. Come on, don't do it. Does not do it. Does not do it. Whew. So Owen is sitting out. Let's check out what he had there. Let's get some new tables going in a moment as well. Oh, Owen left here. Good for Owen. Taking the money home. Then I don't need to look up what he had. That was you with a set of 9s. So apparently here on table 3, this is MP Adam. Of course, a very good friend of the channel. And solely responsible for the sort of professional look this channel has. Not right now, because I need to fiddle with the settings, which I will do in the break. I will host somebody and will do it, because it's just going to take 2 minutes. Then I have a smoke and then I'll be back. And you know, if I can give something back in the form of losing a pot to Adam, then that is literally the least I can do. Right, that reminds me, this I can do on the side. Why didn't the cheering thing work? Let me check that. Okay, it makes a sound. What happens to the rest? Oh, we get aces on table 1. In the form of ace, ace, 7, 5. On the button. Single through to the 7 in hearts. Flop an open ender, and of course have the aces on the rainbow board. I somehow don't see it, my friend. Do not see it, Daryl. That'll do me just fine. Turning the nuts for now. Okay, so let me check that again, if that cheering thing works. It really should. Why the fuck not? Ah, I know why.
This is a tap spin alert.
You scared me a little. I know why, because I'm stupid. Oh Lord. Right, so my bad that it didn't show it. It was a setting in OBS, like the way I had the scenes arranged. It wasn't. It was covered by other stuff, basically. Let's check that out again, one last time. There you go. Okay.
This is a tap spin alert.
Okay, so for those of you that maybe are streaming themselves, you probably know this, but I made two mistakes in the OBS settings. I used the hardware encoder, where software is of course needs more power, but I should have plenty of that. But it just looks nicer. And I had a downscaled resolution set somewhere that was set like by default when I installed the software. I didn't think to check up on that. And I'll fix it in the break. I guess in like 15-20 minutes. Let's see how the day has been going. This day has been going excellent. We are up 9 buy-ins for the day. Neat. Also neat is getting the Ace King King 3 here. And that means we are in total up 85 buy-ins, I believe. This is not the board we're looking for at all. We do have a gutter, we have the backdoor flush, which we are blocking by having, you know, 3 clubs. Not blocking, not having an 8, 9, 10 here. I'll just check, I feel. Sounds good to me. Gonna call once though, that's a good bet size to call. Let's make it a 10. No dice. We still could have a whole bunch of draws, which again, we're not blocking most of them. So it's an interesting question what to do when he bets, depending on his bet sizing. I'll let it go. I hold on to these for now though. Ace Ace King 7 suited to the ace and hearts. One off the button. Not necessarily what we want to see, but we do have the ace of diamonds here. Neato. In MP, I doubt it. Now that he opens it, let's check it out. If I should open this, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Certainly gonna see that. A strange bet size. We did pick up a whole bunch of outs here. Of course, we're not blocking really anything. For this price though, I figured it's worth a shot. We evaluate even on good rivers, which obviously this isn't one. So we're gonna let it go. It's such a strange bet sizing. Do you like want to show us quads? I have no idea what's going on. Not the first time though. Let's check the other hand out. I was in the MP. Queen Queen 9-7 triple suited. It's close. The 9-8 can be a raise call, raise fold. The 9-8 should be a fold, but you know, that means it's very close. Cool. Oh, and Epic Tilter now that with all the confusion earlier with the stream settings, now I only see the message from the cheering. With show love 25. Next time it will not be my voice, it'll be of course the beautiful computer voice reading that out. But thanks again for that. That's definitely is making me smile. Getting murdered at my table? I'm sorry, I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, I thought I better add the joking there. That lest anyone at the table thinks we would do anything unruly. Which of course we don't have any reason to. Speaking of which, someone reminds me of that. Is this return 2-pair and 2-pair versus 2-pair? You know what, even when I crack them, I never really enjoy seeing aces lose. Now this is kind of an interesting question here with the both backdoor flushes. We are getting an amazing price. Still gonna let it go. If a queen comes, we're gonna be splitting like pretty much always here. Yeah. Let's see if Adam can take one down. Go Adam. You better have the real good nuts here with the flush redraw or something. I'm rooting for you. Come on, have it. Have those kings, Adam. Have ace, king, king, queen. Come on, have it. No, here's the kings. No. Sorry, Adam. So here I came over the top. Actually, that was stupid. I'm always c-betting here. And I'm at the ace queen, yeah. With hearts too. Now I do have an interest in checking again though. A double gutter if I'm seeing things right, and I believe I am. Which might not be good. We do have the 9 blocker here. Not gonna be able to do anything. I should have c-bet the flop. I never not c-betting the flop here. Yeah, I was gonna say if we take this one down, I would be utterly confused. That was a very strange bet on the turn there with his hand. What the hell was going on? He had the ace 10, jack, jack, diamonds. It didn't matter, turn was rainbow. No, it wasn't rainbow, it was heart. That was such a strange turn bet here by Danielle. I don't understand it at all. Get some aces up here. That is awesome. Decides to come over the top. And I couldn't be more happy. That should be enough to get Pedro out. If he cold calls, I'm again very confused. Oh, what's the deal, Angel? A raised folding range. Noteworthy. Not a raised folding range, a 3-bet folding range. Which is exactly the note I'm taking on him. Here's a 3-bet folding range. I'm gonna add out of position. I don't think that part is hugely important, because when the SPR is so low, as it would have been had he called, then, you know, position doesn't matter at all. We follow up the aces by getting ace king 6-5 double suited. Gonna check this. Do have the backdoor diamonds. We have a little bit of a blocker with the 6. Could make a 2 pair, which will probably be good. Let's make trips. The plan here is to make trips. Okay, let's let it go then. Now it gets interesting. He checks, which, okay. He had a top set, yeah, makes sense. Made hand versus, but I thought, you know, he had the flush draw there. It just keeps calling. But he had a, like sort of a wrap going on, I believe. Actually, he had a good wrap too. I think he had the 8-7-6 and a pair of 3s from the board. Oh, and the other dude let out 9s. He made he made the set here. This dude made it on the turn when he let out. All he had was a pair of 9s. Didn't have clubs either. Wow. Let's come over the top here with the ace king queen 9. Double suited. Very nice looking hand. What? Jesus Christ, winter cheese. How did your session go, mate? Winter Cheese, of course, is a fellow PLO streamer, plays a little higher than I do, and he plays very well, very nice stream. I checked him out earlier and I immediately loved it. So by all means, do check him out. He's a good bloke. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get to hear a success story as to how his session went. I saw him play and I'm sure he has more success stories than anything else. Hey, thanks a lot for the host. Right now, I've been, you know, for the viewers joining, the quality of my stream is usually better. I was about to take a break and improve it. Now that you all joined, of course I won't. I'll do it a little bit later. But I recently reinstalled Windows and I picked some wrong settings in OBS and I'd just been told at the beginning of the stream that it doesn't look as good as it used to. So, yeah, it's not usually in this quality. Usually a little bit better. But maybe the new viewers among you care about this. We are doing well for the day. We are up 8 buy-ins so far. Ambition back in the channel. Welcome back, Ambition. Winter Cheese, thanks for the follow. Definitely making me smile. And no reason to stop smiling when you get dealt a King, Queen, Jack, Jack, single suited to the King in the cutoff. See if you can buy position. Pretty well, thanks for asking. And also thanks for the good luck wishes. Lusty, 400 BB pot earlier where we, with the aces, a pretty stupid flop, and we had a good decent chance to win that. You know, otherwise we would have been up 12 buy-ins now for the day. But could have, would have, should have. No reason to be sad. And actually, with all the blockers here, I could have potted this. Actually, I would have liked this a little bit more. Actually, no, because except for the ace, I'm blocking a lot of his continue range here. I feel. Folding here. And let's see what happens here. No, I am gonna pot it. I'm blocking ace-king. And of course I have a whole bunch of outs still. That being one of them. Also a pretty nice board for having completed here, or just, you know, not completed, but called. I'll lead this one out. Get a call here from Clay. Take it down on table 1 with the lead, don't mind that at all. Take it down here from Clay. And Toby's! Welcome back, Toby's. Always a mighty pleasure as well. And Wood! Controlio! The mighty Controlio! I am Controlio! In the channel. Welcome, wait, and thanks for the follow. That's quite nice of you. What's going on down here? Ooh, what's going on is that we snap fold. Was so successful, ended up in the green, that's all that matters, my friend. Yeah, I like that much more than calling. Of course I'm raising against if he comes over the top. Against the re-raise. Yep. We'll fold here in a moment. Just take a minute to, you know, save a little bit face. Is it out of focus as well? I know the... Hang on, there's stuff going on. I'll check behind here. I know, Ambition, I know. I had a hardware problem with the camera earlier. I will check the... I will fix the autofocus though if that's acting up. That it really shouldn't do. I think this is our pot now. Yeah. Okay, now the autofocus at least should be off, and now I have to check behind, unfortunately, is the wrong river there. Might be good sometimes. We split it, right? I think so. Interesting board. Check behind. I need to check out table 1, like with the animation being wonky, I never know if we split it. Yeah, we did. You pretty much will always see a smile on my face in the stream. I'm a happy camper and by nature. Thanks for the kind words, and you know, me too. To see you at PLO 50, I mean. First PLO 20 and PLO 50 soon. Okay, I hope I checked the turn here. I think I have. Now with the 6... Hang on, stuff's happening. I'll fold this, because there's other stuff happening. As in, we get to put a lot of money in here with aces. Like a lot! With the ace-ace, jack-4, single suited to the ace and spades. The money is going in now. Here we river the nuts. Which is pretty sweet. Yeah, here the money is going in, no doubt about it. If he has diamonds, you know, we definitely have a lot of outs, not blocking any of our own full house outs. Yes, come on, pair it. Nope. Kind of a slow roll there. But that too we shall take in stride. Right, so at some point in the near future I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. I'll host someone else so I can turn off the stream for a moment and then I'll fix the video quality, hopefully the webcam as well. There's also a tough board here, flopping top and bottom. No backup pretty much. Actually none. Not a great turn by any means. Let's see what we should do here. Oh, it's Adam. We're playing against Adam, huh? We're not blocking any of his stuff. Let's check behind. Obviously liking this turn. I'm not gonna try anything. I have no relevant blockers. Woot! Tisul! Thanks a lot for the follow. Appreciate it. Putting yet another smile on my face. I've seen you around in streams, Tisul. I remember the name. Took it down here with the 3-bet blind versus blind. Actually, let me check out the hand. What the big pot we lost. I'm just curious what he came over the top with and then called. I seem to remember triple suited kings, something like that. Hit the king 5-3, single suited to the king. This is also very ambitious and definitely a spot where I would have found the fold button. Make them double suited and okay and cool, but even then the coming over the top is not mandatory, I want to say. And a nice fold there, Adam, by the way, on the flush board. We had the king high flush in our hand. Great, so for the new viewers, MP Adam, a very good friend of the channel, is sitting here in the yellow shirt, and that's what the yellow shirt means. Friend of the channel, someone we know. Has no other meaning. Blue shirt means way too aggressive with his chips and in a careless manner. And talking about being too aggressive with your chips, this is hard to do when you hold the ace, ace, king, jack, suited to the ace, and spades in this case. Let's put some money in. Get a call. I guess now it's gonna be 3 ways. Yeah. Make it a double. This one I'm potting. I'm not blocking his hearts, I'm not blocking, you know, straight draws. If he comes over the top, we're never folding. Even if he should have it right now with the deuce 3, which he really shouldn't. But you never know on round ones. He folds it, cool. I also have some bluffs there, where I go pot with a bluff or a semi-bluff. So it's not like I only do this with the nuts. Ooh, hang on, before I add another table, we need to change the song. Ugh. Interesting stuff. Might have been one for the check-in range, actually. Kinda like that better. That's where I know the name from. You stream PLO as well. Right. I think I hung out in your channel, or even I might have hosted you, actually. I've definitely seen your name. That must be where it's from. Well, then no pressure on me, huh? Two good players checking out the micro limit player. No pressure, huh? Mastermind mentor since the inception. Right on. Again, but I have to... I'm confused if I should stay at this table. I'm rubbish at shorthand. Let's see if it fills. Give it a while. We do have the blue shirt here to our right. Get the ace king jack 6 here, suited to the ace. And you mentioned him in the stream. That's probably where it's from then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Alter, back in the channel as well. Welcome, mate. Big pot, please. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. And yeah, the session is going great. We just lost a pot with aces, suited ace, making a set on a flush board, but what can you do? What can you do? Still in good spirits at this session. Let me check out how the day has been going. Certainly well, all in all. Ooh, the purple. Good thing we stayed on this table. Who's this guy? Oh, he was the guy who 3-bet King 10 8 deuce, singer suited. I remember him. Oh, I'm getting excited. He's just Vicky's reference. So, right, you won like 2 of them, right? The same day? First of all, next song. Interesting board here. Definitely would like to see more cards. I think I'll check it because I'm not going to be super excited about the race. Keeping the pot small sounds good to me. Let's check out how the day has been going in total. Yeah, even with the 100 BB loss there a little bit earlier, definitely calling against, you know, the purple shirt. We are up to 8 buy-ins, almost 8 buy-ins, 7 and a little more than 7.5. So close, so close. You definitely didn't when you flopped that great. You know, I've been told I flopped great before, and I have to admit it's true. And yes, I am. I paid for it before, and right now, luckily, I have free access, sponsored access by Jay Hernandez. After he rated the stream, he was kind enough to give me free access to the mastermind. Speaking about flopping well, haven't flopped well yet, but definitely got dealt well. The ace jack jack 6 double suited, nothing to sneeze at. Decent board, we have posted backdoor flushes, blockers to the Broadway. It is. The splash pots, man, Titsul, the people go crazy. And I'm not talking about the big ones where you should go all in. But, you know, they put 10 big blinds in there, or even 5 or 3, and people go nuts. They do the craziest stuff all the time. This is an interesting one now. Tight aggressive, huh? I'll definitely keep betting here. I mean, I do have the gutter, but more importantly, I have the blocker to do nuts. Also have a flush draw. Gonna bet a little less than pot. Hopefully that way it looks more like value. Nice. One for the good guys. Let's see if Adam can pull a rabbit out of the hat here. Give me a spade and I'll do it. That's like a bittersweet river right there, right? Could have gone for really thin value after he checked, because I don't think Adam here is gonna have a flush. Having checked the turn in position. Check out what Adam had. I'm not gonna say, actually. I actually didn't even look, to be honest. I closed the window again. Ooh, we got aces on the pink shirt table. Question is, just want to call, like, you know, I would never consider just calling here. But maybe he wants to come over the top. So let's see if he... Let's go for it. As a disclaimer, I never do this. Just, yeah, okay, perfect. Like, you know, I'm never just calling here, but with him specifically, in this specific situation. Of course, now I'm vindicated by the fact that he actually came over the top. Could have easily just called, and then that would have been fine too. Nice, that should shut everybody else out. And that couldn't have gone better. Really, the blue shirt as well, huh? Okay, let's play 3 ways. Then 1 ace is dead. That is awesome. I think we have it. Shazam to the max! That was beautiful! That was beautiful! And wow, Tetsul on the bankroll challenge results. Jesus! 500 to 10k in 6 months. So how often did you get the question afterwards from friends or family, hey, if I give you 500, can you run it up to 10k for me? Nice. Nicely done, man. So that, of course, was, you know, all sorts of awesome. Actually, what did Brad show up there with? It's something like a jack high rundown sort of type of thing. Jack 10 9 6 clubs to the jack. So of course with that pot, now the day has been going much better. We are up almost 10 buy-ins for the day. Like 9.7. I'm not closing the action. I think I'll let it go. Multi-way, not even suited to the king. Let's watch what happens though. Not a blue shirt feeling it here. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, Cooper left. Can't even put him in the shirt. We get in the hand on Adam's table. Ace King 10-4. Beautifully double suited on the button. All kinds of nice. Get re-raised and that'll work for me. Gee, I'll check this one. Not too worried about him having jacks or tens here. So the board pairing is not an issue. Yeah, I'll stick to that, having the 10 in my hand. Makes it harder to get value. In case he doesn't have a speed with the ace high flush. And that... that had just rolled by. Decided to go with a really small bet here. Really? Really? I mean, I'm gonna have to fold it, right? But what the... Thanks for the nice hand. That was fun. I am utterly confused by this. I'm still gonna... Let's just fold it. I'll just fold it. Better spots to think more about. I had the 10, so it makes it that much less likely that he had Jack 10. I mean, he could have had aces and Jack 10, something like that. Sure, makes sense. Miss Crystal 4, thank you very much for the follow. That's very kind of you. Thanks. Yeah, right. All the people like, can I invest in you? No, they do not. And you know, it's, that's a good thing, because these are the people that try out poker. At least, you know, some of those. Yeah, still such a weird hand here on table 3. Could have quads. Could have had quads, I mean. Would he ever do this with the ace of clubs? Just the ace of clubs, like aces with the ace of clubs? I mean... Pfft. Kippery, back in the channel. Everything is stretched right now. The webcam is stretched and I messed up the encoder settings, so I'll take a break fairly soon and like host somebody for 10 minutes while I fix the technical issues, go have a smoke. I know what to fix now and how to fix it. And the webcam is another story. It broke down earlier and that's the best way I could set it up quickly while the stream was going on. I did think about it, yeah. I did. And right there, I did the A77 deuce, I actually know which one you mean. This time I often have a tough time figuring out what hands people are talking about, but I saw that the all-in there on table 2. And he called, like, the dude to the left immediately called against the blue shirt there. Kippery, that is a good question. I don't think I 3-bet the A7 6-3, no. Like, make it a 4, make the 3 a 4, and I could see myself doing that to 3? Although I understand that this can be correct, right? Right, yeah. Actually, I will take a break fairly soon. I mean, the stream has been going on without a break for 2.5 hours now. 2 hours, 40 minutes. So yeah, I admit this is one of the hands where I really do have a tough time knowing when they can be 4-bet, like the 3 Broadway double suited hands. Even for that matter, even the 4 Broadway double suited hands. I'll need to look into those more. And I feel we have to leave Adam's table here, because I'm rubbish at shorthand poker, as you will no doubt see within moments. That is a decent board to get some money in here. A shorter, no doubt, yeah. I was just thinking that actually, that, you know, as a short stacker, this is definitely a 3-bet, 4-bet there. Okay, let's get some money in this pot here. You have it all. Top pair. A wrap. That'll do me for now, giving us 2 paired and not straight. Yeah, Adam, sorry, I suck at heads up. I really do. That doesn't change anything about the board, that 10, that is awesome. Question is, do I... No, I'm never checking here, I'm just potting it, I think. Yeah. It was a good river card. Taking it down. Maybe he had a better flush. The better flush draw, I mean. That's true, Titzel. There are some people like the pink shirts. I'm forbidding this all day at 100 BB. Let me check that. No, no. But I like your reaction. Obviously, I have it on mute right now, but it looks funny. I shouldn't have called here, by the way, on table 1. Should have been a fold. Kind of did this one on autopilot. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'll do that. The stream approaching the 3-hour mark. So I will roll a cigarette, then I will take a 10-minute break in which I will host someone. And should you wish to, you're very welcome to return. Keep me some more company while we play some more PLO for like another 1 or 2 hours. And in the meantime, of course, I will fix hopefully all the issues with the stream, like have better encoding quality and, you know, all that jazz. And fix the resolution. This looks horrible. Oh, I see, Kipri. I see how it is. So the huge nit who made the first 3-bet, that must be me, huh? That's what came to your mind. I'll keep that in mind, my friend. No, it's not undeserved. I can be a huge nit. Case in point, I'm asleep on all tables right now. You know, for a stretch there a couple of days ago, I wasn't, but I kind of turned it down a little bit more. A little bit again, I mean, the aggression. You know, I have a feeling most players do to varying degrees. It's just such a complex game. And again, not one I'm gonna play 3-hander down here. Yeah, makes sense, TwitchBot. Chance to save the hand. Right, so I'll do that. I'll sit out on the tables when the big blind comes around.